So the work at Portland's been going on for several years with some intensive rugby and football academies, which have been a very successful way of engaging and motivating some quite challenging and complex individuals. Quite strikingly, a lot won't have had much involvement in sport before they come to prison, and many have had quite disrupted and chaotic educational lives. So the way in which we'll be able to use sport to embed learning with some of these prisoners is particularly important. Of most interest to me are the ways in which sport has increased the motivation for a lot of young prisoners to go on to further education and to try and seek employment and education in sports areas after they've been released from prison.
Got sports qualifications, industry recognised. I'm currently completing my level 2 for fitness instructing.
Yeah, I've done level 1 PE course, level 2 gym instructor. So hopefully when I leave here I should be able to go to a gym and get employed in a gym.
Personal training, I've done level 1 and 2 with the gym, and then I'm currently doing level 3 open learning.
I've done level 1 gym instructor, I've done that course in here. We also done fitness and nutrition as well, so that was a good course, and also done level 2 leadership through football, and then now I'm on the rugby academy, so that's another good thing for me, yeah.
So we've seen dramatic improvements in the way in which the people who take part are able to manage their emotions and particularly manage their anger and their violence. And often these are individuals who have come to prison because they've been convicted of violent offences.
But with the prison, it's not just them as rugby players, it's looking at their personal and social problems as well and addressing those using the rugby. So it's looking at players that have got behavioural problems and how we can adapt our coaching to suit them.
We've had individuals who started it who are so-called rat bags in the prison service who no one else wants in their classroom or workshop. We've taken them on, they get to play football every day. We try and build in all the life skills around the football and the fitness, and they've turned themselves around. There's no two ways about it.
On the academies, I've gone from segregation all the way up to enhanced in a few months, so it's helped me in discipline with the staff and calm me down.
It teaches people that you don't always have to be angry around people. We get involved with the govs, so when we sort of get around and talk to people, it's a lot more easier to speak to the govs and get on with them, and they give us a bit of their time. They don't need to be here, but if they're doing it, it's a great experience. So
Well, me myself, I'm an active person. If I haven't got anything to channel my energy and aggression into, I think I'd be a bit bored, and it's good for all round, isn't it? It's good for your mental health, your social skills. So it improves a lot of things.
As I'm from ADHD, I'm like hyperactive and that, so normally if I'm in a classroom all day, like I can get a bit impulsive and bored and that, and then that's when I start misbehaving and that. So when I start here, it's better because I get to run around and do things, and I keep my mind stimulated as well. So.
And all of my work involves longitudinal tracking in terms of determining who goes on to reoffend or not reoffend. And although we've only got data from the last year and 2 years to look at, so far findings look very promising.
Again, we want to do more. Unfortunately, obviously, in this current climate, we can't do that. We want to, but I think again, it's integral to develop these individuals.
Well, I'd like to see it in every prison. I'd like to see some sort of rugby academy in every prison, because I believe that we are changing the lads. How when we see them week 1, they're completely different week 1 to week 12. We try and get as many of the lads as we can at local rugby clubs on their release. A few of them we've managed to get jobs at Twickenham and everything as well. So we're believing we've got to change them as people as well as players.
It's great. If I didn't have it, boy, I reckon I would get myself into trouble. I have more time on my hands.
I mean, prison's the punishment. What we're doing while we're here is rehabilitating, trying to look at different avenues for when we get out.
I've seen people who had the same problems as me come and be a better person after 6 months. So
It's led to getting a few qualifications and maybe carrying on the sport when I get out.
I'm out in 9 weeks, so yeah, hopefully this time next year I'll be a fitness instructor in a gym somewhere.